understand the implications of this game and everything that it brings to the table. So, you know, I don't think it's going to be too many outside people that need to pump us up anymore.
Hey Ryan, we're doing those stories about what it means to be a Longhorn, what it means to be an Aggie, and so would you put it into words what it means for you to be an Aggie?
Wow, tough question. You know, it means a lot. This school stands for so many good things. You know, character, integrity, all those things that our school stands by. You know, when I came to A&M, those were a few of the things that stood out to me and things I believe in. So, first and foremost, those are a couple things that our school believes in and our football team believes in. And Coach Sherman preaches those things to us from day one when he came in. And he's really tried to help us connect to the school and the backbone and the traditions of the school. So, you know, I think those are a few of the things that really help us stand apart from other schools.
Ron, leading up to this game, there's been some animosity between the two schools just over some things that have happened with just a lot of things. Is it hard as a student here and as part of it? Is it hard not to allow your emotions to get caught up in some of that, especially now that the game is here?
Not for me, because I didn't read anything about what was going on and the SEC and all that. You know, it wasn't really going to affect me. You know, this is my last year, so I didn't really take a whole lot into that. But you know, you hear what's going on, and the final decision is really what I heard. And you know, I can't say that's going to make it any more emotional for me. It's exciting, but I can't say it makes it that much more emotional.
You mentioned you think this series should continue. Why do you think it should continue past this year?
There's just so much history between the two schools. You know, I don't know exactly when the first game was played, but I think it was the 1800s sometime.
1894, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a lot of history. That's a lot of games being played between two schools. So that'd be my main point, is just keep the history going.
Since we don't know the status of Sour Strike, can you tell us what Molina and Randolph bring to the team when they're in there? They have to be in there and carry the ball. Can you say what they bring?
Ben brings a lot. You know, he's gotten some action this year. He's a hard runner, physical runner. You know, he's a smaller, stouter guy that's gonna fit up into holes and keep his feet moving the entire time. He can catch passes out of the backfield, protects well. He's a great running back. We just had Cyrus and Kristen in front of him, so it's tough to get on the field. But you know, from everything we've seen from him this year, we're excited about what he can do if he needs to play a whole lot this game. Will's a fast guy that is learning fast. You know, he hasn't been with the first team offense much because he was on the scout team until Kristen got hurt, and then he got moved over. But you know, he's a fast guy that brings speed to the table. He's a guy that can take it to the distance. You know, anytime he touches it. So big play guy that'll definitely make a play for us.
What's your favorite memory of playing Texas these last 3 times?
Probably winning last year. You know, we have to go with that first and foremost. You know, last year was a big game for us. I'd been on a little bit of a streak. Went into Austin. And definitely want to come out with a win, and we were able to do that. So I think that'd be my best memory.
If Cyrus isn't able to go, how much does that change y'all's game plan, or does it?
I don't think it changes a whole lot. You know, we feel really comfortable with Ben and Will. So if need be, I think we'll be fine.
With it being a short week, how much film have you already watched, and what have you seen from the Texas defense so far?
I watched a few games. They're a good defense, athletic, all across the board. Have some young guys on the outsides, but they're good players. Not guys that you can just go pick on. They're good players, and there's a lot across the board. They bring a lot of things at you. Some exotic blitzes, pressure, zone pressure, man pressure. Play a lot of man, so they're not a team that's going to line up in the same defense every play and say, you know, come beat us. They're going to mix some things up and throw some things at you. So definitely need to prepare well.
You know, as a little kid, I grew up a Longhorn, but you know, things have changed since then. So, but it's going to be a fun game. A lot of tradition and history involved in this game.
And is it sad to you it's going to die, possibly?
Yeah, you know, when I heard that, it's too bad, you know, because I've been watching this game for so long. It's a fun game. Like I said, there's a lot of history, a lot of tradition, and just a lot of cool things that have gone on in this ball game. You know, I feel like this game, it doesn't matter if you're ranked, it doesn't matter who's the better team. Both teams are going to come out swinging. It's always going to be a battle, and you know, the biggest thing for us, I think, you know, we get to play on Kyle Field Thursday. That's huge. You know, we hadn't had a night game out there in a while. It'll be electric. Our fans, you know, I think it'll be a fun game to play, especially on a Thursday night on Thanksgiving. It'll be very exciting.
You think this series should continue, even if it's a non-conference and even if it's not on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, you know, I personally think it should, you know, but I'm not the one to make that decision, obviously. But it's just there's so much tradition in this game that, you know, I feel like it should carry on. But, you know, I'm not the one to make that call, obviously. But like I said, so much history in this game, in this ball game.
Ryan, the reasons behind this rivalry ending, at least for now, created some animosity between, you know, just mainly, I guess, not the fan bases and not really the teams, but because of that, because, you know, you are an Aggie and because of your upbringing, how tough is it this week for you to keep those emotions at bay and focus on, I've got a game to play and can't let that affect me?
Yeah, you know, that's one thing. You know, we have a lot of momentum coming off of Saturday against Kansas. A lot of confidence, but we just have to stay focused throughout the week. We gotta, you know, it doesn't matter if it's Saturday game, Thursday game. You know, it's just like any other ball game. We gotta, you know, prepare like any other game. You know, we've been taking a look at their film. They've got a fast defense, it's good defense, and we just have to stay focused throughout the week and really just do the little things in practice to you know, prepare ourselves for this good football team.
Are you hearing it more from friends and fellow students this week about, you know, more than you have before any other Texas game?
Yeah.
You got to beat them this time.
Most definitely. You know, it's a personal game for me. Grew up in Austin, and it's very personal. I have friends that go to Texas. You know, have friends on the team, and you know, have high school coaches that went to Texas. So it's very personal for me. And you know, I think it's just such a huge advantage for us to you know, play out there on Kyle Field, you know, in front of the best fans, and you know, we just got to come out and play 4 quarters of football.
Do you think at all about like the history of this game and all the great players that have been in this game before you, and kind of being in the last one for quite some time and what that means?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, there's been so many great players for both teams. You know, A&M and Texas, and not only that, but there's so much tradition, bonfire, and there's so much history in this game that, you know, for it not to go on would be kind of too bad, you know, just because it's gone so back, gone far, you know, far back to, you know, it's just very personal game, and there's so much tradition involved.
Do you know, like Justin Tucker and those guys, right?
Yeah, I went to high school with Justin Tucker.
Do you text, do y'all taunt each other at all?
No, we
You're
don't
not
really
in high
taunt.
school, yeah.
No, we don't text
No
or
text
taunt
or
or anything.
anything.
I'm sure I'll see him Thursday night, and you know, I'll talk to him at the game. But just, you know, I'm not going to be that guy that's taunting him.
Was it ever difficult to get your parents to wear maroon, or was that an easy transition for them as well?
Yeah, they actually, it was a pretty easy transition. I think it was tough on my dad. Obviously, he graduated from Texas, and you know, he owned quite a bit of burnt orange. But you know, he's got 2 sons playing A&M. It was a pretty easy transition for him to throw on maroon.